Hello everyone, I want to welcome you to another edition of Bringing It Home. And for those of you who are possibly seeing this for the first time, this is actually a video series where I'm actually getting to sit in the homes of families who have missing loved ones and just allow you to meet the families and to get to know them a little bit and get to know obviously their loved one a little bit too, because even though what I'm trying to do with this video series is to make these people a lot more real to the public. The families are also, they're victims as well, but they're also people, and I think it's a good idea for the public to get to know them a little bit. So today I'm actually talking with Nettie Vargas, and we're actually not in her home. We were get to do kind of a gathering here today. So she took the time to be with me here today. So now, Nettie, you're not only a mom, but you're also a grandmother.
Correct.
And that's a little bit of a different dynamic, I guess.
Yes.
So I first of all, what I'd like for you to do, if I want you to introduce, because you have a missing loved one.
Yes.
And I'd like you to introduce the public and tell a little bit about just a little brief thing as far as what's happened, and if you would.
This is my grandson Joshua Davis Jr. He went missing February 4th of 2011 from his home in New Braunfels, Texas. The day that Joshua went missing, it was evening. It was the coldest day of the year, 19 degrees outside. Living in Texas, they had shut down the freeway that day because of the weather, because it was iced over and the weather conditions. That night, he disappeared from his home. He's been missing since 2011. So it's already been longer than 5 years. August the 16th is coming up. He'll be 7 on August the 16th of this year. I saw Joshua the day before he went missing. I had babysat him in my home. 2 weeks prior to him missing, he was in the hospital, hospitalized for about a week and a half, 2 weeks in San Antonio because he has very bad asthma. So he came out of the hospital. He's been on breathing treatments. The weather was still kind of nasty outside. My daughter, who was 8.5 months pregnant at the time, had some doctor's appointments that she had to attend to. She asked me to keep Joshua. I stayed with him all day. We played, laughed, napped, watched TV. And then he was gone.
Now, because, let me just ask you this, because being a grandmother makes the dynamic a little bit different, so you obviously had a special relationship, and is there something that you could share with everyone as far as, was there something that was maybe like a special little thing that you did together, or something maybe that so that maybe they could get to know him a little bit?
Joshua was very shy. He had this, at the time, 18 months old, he had this real bubbly smile. His eyes are very big, so his eyes told the whole story. We were playing that day with the yellow balloon, and to this day, we use yellow balloons whenever we do any kind of events for him. And coincidentally, yellow, what the significance is. But I have that in my head, and he loved Toy Story. He was watching Toy Story the day that he went missing. So that song, also the theme song from Toy Story, that sticks in my head. Very playful, very happy. I thought he was a little big for his age, a little tall and kind of a little bit stocky, but he's got a brother and sister that were born after he went missing, and they've never met him. So a part of them also is missing. I just live for the day that he comes home.
Now, if anyone out there would want to find out a little bit more about it, and maybe possibly even have a tip or some information, how could they get a hold of you or get a hold of someone where they could I could pass that along.
Joshua has a Facebook page, and the name of it is Let's Find Joshua Davis. I am the administrator of that page. I post things quite frequently every time we do events. He is listed with the Heidi Search Center in San Antonio. He's also listed with the National Missing and Exploited Missing Children's page. So there's several ways. The presiding law enforcement agency is out of New Braunfels, Texas. So that's who is heading the investigation. It is an active and open case. You know, there haven't been too many tips, and the tips that have come in, they kind of slowed down. So I'm kind of hoping that somebody take a look at, you know, his page, share his flyers, you know, when they're posted, go to his page and see any updates. There has been an age progression done on him. This is what he would look like when he first went missing, and this is what Nick Mick did at 4 years old. So Joshua, he probably changed a little bit from there also, because like I said, he'll be 7 in August. So I missed out on a lot, you know, but I do as much as we can to keep his face and his name out there, because we don't want people to forget him. And even the little ones in our family, you know, if it's, you know, with age, they're young, you know, it's like out of sight and out of mind, but we talk about him every day. We've got pictures of him. They know who he is. We still celebrate him on his birthday. You know, the day that he went missing, we try to commemorate that by putting his face out in the public as well. I volunteer with the Search Center. You know, I do a lot of advocating with other families, try to get involved and stay abreast of all the news and all, you know, things that are going on. There's nothing that our family will not try, because, you know, we're desperate for answers and for tips, and we want him to come home. I just want the healing to begin, you know. And what kills us is thinking that all of us are together and he's by himself. So that bothers us.
Well, I want to thank you for taking the time, you know, because you travel a little bit distance even to be here, and I really appreciate that. I know it's kind of a hard thing to do, and I want to encourage everyone who's watching this video to take the time to share about this. And if you know a family that's missing someone, let's say either, you know, in the neighborhood or close by, you know, I really want to encourage you to you know, volunteer your time, you know, encourage them, tell them that we're willing to do anything to help, because it's very important that by doing that you're helping me and you're helping families like this to keep hope alive. So thanks for your time.
All I want is everything I lost, no matter what the cost, 'cause of all